football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Louisiana Raging Cajuns and the Colorado State Rams. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
Thanks, guys. The Colorado State head coach told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Reese?
Holly, thank you. So the Louisiana Raging Cajuns kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The transfer has it his first carry. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the read. He's going to keep it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Rams! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Reagan. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Third down play from the gun. It's complete. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. this third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on third and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the fourth down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running inside. It's Reagan. Still running at the 40. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Under fire. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Raging Cajuns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return, but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. They'll run the screen. Try to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Trying to take it back. Crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And nice vision by the linebacker, understanding and diagnosing pass right away. Getting his eyes on the quarterback, breaking on the football, making the huge interception and then taking it back to the high school days, man. In his glory days at the running back spot, running all the way to the house and scoring the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
To the air on second down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Rides it and reads it. He'll take it himself. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets into the 40, and it's a first down.
That's the beauty of misdirection in the run game, right? You try to show the defense one look, and then you come back and hit them the other way when they're not expecting it.
First down, right back to Brown. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Rams will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Brown. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Sends it back in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Shakes off the defender. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Man, you could just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that first down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this first down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
Give to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Man, he was just out of bounds on that 3rd down, and the quarterback, I thought, could have put a little less zip on it and kept him away from the sidelines a little bit more, and then maybe he could have got that foot down, but 4th down, decision time.
Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Darrell Robinson. And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he's stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Brown. Fights off a defender. They were trying to hit the corner on that loss, but the defense refused to lose contain. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers on how to get back in this football game.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Oh, a lot of space. All the way. Touchdown Rams!
And man, offense, defense, special teams, they are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give out of the gun. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to fire. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it.
Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to escape and get it himself. Kept it, and he's past the marker. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Well, no surprise to see the special teams, but you thought it might be the punter. Instead, here comes the field goal kicker. The field goal is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. A pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal.
Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hurricanes, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Using his feet. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jensen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
The option look. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying.
Finding some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
The interesting thing about these RPOs is it takes a lot of communication. You know, the quarterback sticks it in the belly of the running back, and the running back doesn't know if he's going to take it or not. And you could tell, took the football, got north-south, got up.
Tight end trying to get in. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David. Makes a grab and room to run. Smashes through the tackle. At the 30. Inside the... And he scores! Touchdown, Louisiana! Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Colorado State offense heads onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you use...
There's a crease. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I don't want to marginalize you guys' athletic ability, but I feel like Palmer and Davis both could have ran through that hole. I mean, that was unbelievable job by the offensive line, paving the way. He's getting to the second level before he's even getting contacted. That better change for this defense, or they're going to be in for a long game.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
And the Rams with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Gonna try to get it himself. There he goes. 10. Touchdown, Colorado State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that's the danger on defense playing this guy. You've got to keep him in the pocket. If you let him get outside, he can hurt you throwing it, or he can take off and kill you. And that's what he did right there. Moving forward, they have got to do a better job containing this QB.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Raging Cajuns are rolling down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds incomplete.
And we've seen a lot of that in this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Might as well go big or go home. They need a touchdown, and it looks like they're on their way home anyway. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got out of trouble and throws. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. On the snap, it's Brown. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pulls it in with one hand. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
And that's a beautiful job by the receiver, man. Knowing exactly where the sticks are. Don't dance, right? Get that first down. You're on your side of the field, man. Get a new set of downs. Keep this drive alive. I love players that have that awareness.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. The RPO, it's complete. Still on his feet at the 40. Snags it and he's open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough about today.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off, and he's got the...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back at the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. Took it all the way back to the house.
And all this defense has done all game long is be absolutely dominant. They have been shutting them out, whether they've tried running it, whether they've tried throwing it. They've been creating takeaways. You get the pick six right there. You just can't say enough good things about how this defense has played today.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Bringing it back. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, They haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Connection to the right. He'll step out of bounds right in the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Paul.